Hello, this is Unchained Music Reviews. This is my first review ever uh, for this album, for this band or project. Uh, this project is called Thy Sword, and I am using right now Metalum Encyclopedia to just point out information about Thy Sword. I'm going to make these reviews organically. There might be some mess ups, but I just want you to see uh, the truthfulness and the organic, the uh, the reality of just making a review and trying to keep things as, I guess, natural as possible without edits. I do have some notes taken from what I've listened to from this band, but just to keep on going forward, Thy Sword is country of origin. It's Mexico, location Morelia, Michoacán de Ocampo. Status is active. The genre is black metal. The themes are medieval Christianity, unsigned, and independent. Thy Sword has the album Summoned by the King, full-length album released in 2023. This album uh, has, let's see, this album has, the album has 11 tracks. It spans from an hour and 7 minutes and 22 seconds. And the lineup is Sor Corvalan, but he also has other projects as well. So those projects I'm going to review in the future, Sacatoris and Waiting for the End. So those are two projects. And then you have his contacts here. And you can buy his album, Sor Corvalan, on Bandcamp, digital download. They are 84 pesos or $7.14, or roughly around there. Uh, it won't break your bank. It's a download. You can with $7.14, you can probably buy a Happy Meal uh, at McDonald's, or just buy yourself a hamburger or something somewhere else at a different fast food restaurant. Anyway, uh, I have bought these two unmastered and mastered versions, but I also have a physical copy, handmade, uh, by Corvalan, his handwriting and spray painted silver CD. And also it has a one, I would consider this a one panel insert, but maybe it's a two. Uh, so it's a long one. And right now I'm just using the equipment I have, so probably hard to see, probably hard to see here. But he also wrote something nice in the blank spots. So it says, "Thank you so much for your friendship and your support. God bless you, brother, Sir Corvalan." And usually when I listen to music, I listen to music uh, in WAV or FLAC files, sometimes MP3 to save space. But I usually like to listen to WAV and FLAC because I like to listen to little subtle things, or I want to hear the entirety of uh, the album, so it doesn't lose any of the information or anything that I might be missing in quality. So here's more information. Marcus Spinoza Sir Corvalán is a Mexican musician born in Morelia, Michoacán. His principal background and most representative projects are Sakatoris, a death doom metal, and Thy Sword, medieval extreme metal. Both projects are based in fundamental and primitive Christianity, finding finding the Holy Bible as a main source of inspiration and wisdom. So like I said, I own these two downloads. I paid with my own money. And uh, Marcos or Mark has given me this physical copy that he made. Uh, and I'm going to review Summoned by the King, the remastered version. He has this up on Bandcamp. He has this album up on YouTube. I rather listen to it on Bandcamp than on YouTube because sometimes YouTube the quality isn't as great, but Bandcamp has better quality, and you can listen to it hands free if you don't have a YouTube membership. But here you can like turn off your phone or turn off the screen and still listen to it. But right now I will be reviewing and also reacting to the first track, Among the Sacred Woods. So that's the first track of this album. And let's see. So it starts off with this vespery sound of synthesizers, and then an explosion afterwards. And then you hear the sounds of a harpsichord being played with the synthesizer. So this is a different voice. And then you hear Corvalán's extreme, I guess you can say robust, black and death metal vocals, uh, and the continuation of the harpsichord. And around like time frame 444, you have a little change of theme. So yeah, you continue to have the theme, the drumming, the blessing of the drums, and then at around a minute and five, it kind of starts slowing down. You have like nice accents in there, but you also hear trumpets resonating or sounding out. I like the resonating sounding out of the trumpets, but when they start making some kind of rhythmic sounds, it kind of just it just throws me off. I just feel like it doesn't fit there. But some people might like it, some people might not like it because it focuses a little bit away from the other instruments. It's a little bit stronger. I think maybe if Core used maybe trombone, French horn, a different horn, maybe the quality of sound and rhythm would have been good. But at the end, he used this, so I think it's acceptable. I really enjoy the drums. Even though I believe that the drums are based on like MIDI or they're used by a preset on a program, the drums come very close to real drums. And I'm very particular about the cymbals, the snare drum, the tom toms, the floor toms, all the accessories you can use on a kit. If it doesn't sound as close as a real kit, then I can pick it up, and sometimes it just doesn't fit with the music. So that's something that I look and listen to. So when you're listening to the music around like time frame 245, you see it slow down a little bit more, and you hear like a little bit of a acoustic guitar and the howls of wolves and maybe other creatures, and then the whispery but still strong voice of Corvalán, and then you hear the trumpets again, around the 3:10 mark of the album. So and you hear like you know the panning of the wolves from left to right, and then it picks up around 3:27, and it's very explosive, very explosive. You can listen to this track and even the entirety of the album while you're working out, while you're cleaning your house, while you're running, while you're studying, if you can study with this type of music. But this track is very powerful. The dynamic range is on point. I can hear crescendos, decrescendos, the going from like pianissimo to like fuerte or mezzo fuerte. So his vocal technique is pretty good. Uh, and just really enjoy the dynamics between the guitar and also the harpsichord and the layers of synthesizers, because sometimes the synthesizers take over the lead of the guitar and also the harpsichord, but then the guitars are pushed a little bit forward, and then the synthesizer and the harpsichord are pulled back in the background. So I like the layers and the fluctuation of the layers of how they're being played, as well as the different melodies that are being played by the synthesizer and the accompaniment of the howls of the wolves. It just gives it another texture, another flavor. And it's a very intense track, but it allow the track in certain areas uh allows it to breathe so they can absorb the track. And that's what I like about this track. It's very powerful. There's a lot of breath, a lot of a lot of energy in this track, and it's a good impression for a first track. Sometimes some bands don't leave a good first impression within the first track, but I believe that this track is very powerful, and it gives a good atmosphere to what you're listening to. And at the end of the day, like when you're listening to something for the first time, you wanna be left with a good impression. You wanna be left with wanting for more, and maybe to the point where you remember a certain area of the track, and your brain just plays it in your mind. So this is something that probably if you're just walking about not listening to music, you can still hear the music in your head just playing randomly sometimes. But I really like it, and at the end of the day, like this track, I also like how it like when it ends, like when it starts and it ends. There's a good intro and there's an outro. The intro is nice and vespery and explosive. At the end, you see it like nice, slowly simmering down, or you hear it nice and slowly simmering down, and then the I guess you could say the decrescendo or the decaying of the synthesizers just being played out. And one of the things that I noticed too is Corvalan or Marco, he gave me the lyrics for these tracks. Not all of them. I think there's missing a few, maybe one or two, I think, from the last time I saw it. But I do have the lyrics and uh, something written about the lyrics and something written about the track. So I'm going to go ahead and read it. So among the sacred woods, for I will be holding your hand along the way to the throne, along the way to the throne, Lord of creation, your reign with love. Demons will be all beheaded, tyrants and traitors will burn right in the heart of the forest, right in the heart of the woods. For this, the path of the old men, where beasts and warriors and are gathered to fight against the reign of evil. Holy is your throne, sacred is your word. Almighty Lord. Demons will be all beheaded, tyrants and traitors will burn right in the heart of the forest, right in the heart of the woods. So those were the lyrics for that. And then my thoughts on the lyrics is, to me, the lyrics paint a picture of God protecting a child and showing the child love and protection throughout the wickedness and evil and chaos of this dark world. And then I'm gonna go ahead and read like something I wrote while I was really actively listening to this album. So right now I was doing it on the spot, but some of this is a little bit more concentrated. So this track has good dynamics. I like how it starts softly with the synths and drum roll and then builds up to the punch of explosive, fortissimo, heavy, and sound. I like the panning on this track. It is very balanced and you can hear many of the voices evenly. The harpsichord sound is an excellent contrast sound to the drums and synth. Core has good vocal control and can crescendo and decrescendo his voice quite well. I like how there are some tempo changes to let the music breathe, as well as the different howls of wolves and other voices. The trumpet on this track moves your attention from other instruments and voices. I'm still determining if a trumpet fits in with different sounds or how it could have been used differently, whether a natural trumpet or a better digital one, but it does not overpower the main instrument. So that's the thing, like the trumpet sound kind of overpowered a bit. Well, for a short time, the other instruments, and like I mentioned, I was hoping maybe like maybe perhaps another brass instrument, French horn, maybe another type of trumpet, depending on what they used on a preset, or even if this is a real trumpet. I would guess it's a preset on a in a program, but I I think that the trumpet, maybe it's just the rhythm. Maybe it's just the rhythm of the trumpet. I do like the resonance or the long held notes of the trumpet when it's sounding out, but the trumpet, the rhythmic part of it, not so much. So two small things that stood out to me were the chord progressions from synth to guitar at time frame 207 to 209. So it's very subtle. You have to actively listen to it, but when you listen to it, it kind of fades out into the guitars. So I like it. It kind of sounds very eerie, and that's what I like. Sometimes when you listen to albums or tracks, they have like certain areas in composition that sound very eerie and maybe give you goosebumps because you're like, "Ooh, what was that? I want to hear that again," and you have to go back and replay it. So that's what I like about that. It might be faint to some, but that gave me a bit of a chill and excitement. The second was the ending of the track, taken over by the synths, voices close to the end. I know it has minor details, but those details count when composing great music. Moreover, this track gives you a good impression from start to finish, and it is a powerful and explosive track to start with. So that's what I wrote, and then me just reacting to it while I'm listening to it, just to go over it again, and so that you guys can get my initial impression and just see the organic of how it's like to actively listen to an album. Uh, so with that said, I am gonna do track by track, but the reason why I did not play the music here, I know some other YouTubers or people that review music might play the music in the background, but I want you guys to go and listen to it for yourself, to actively listen to the music and hopefully purchase this album, Thy Sword Summoned by the King, because uh, it's just to support Mark and his message that he has in his music, and hopefully you guys enjoyed at least this. Uh, review of this track, and hopefully the whole entirety of the album review and reaction that I give. Uh, Sooner or later, I'm going to post links to Facebook page, Instagram, and then also if you guys would like to donate uh, to my PayPal, or maybe donate to another platform just to help out with maybe purchasing albums, purchasing things to better this channel. That would be great. You don't have to. The best thing you can do is subscribe, like, and comment, and share this review, because the reason why I want to do these reviews is to go very in depth as I can to review the album, but also give you an idea of like what you're going to listen to. And maybe if you guys are not sure whether to purchase the album yourselves, this will help you to choose or make a decision whether you want it in your collection, whether it be digital or physical. I collect physical and digital. I do have my own physical media collection, and just to support the bands and just help them out. But I just hope that maybe uh, this 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 video might help, as well as you don't have to donate money if you don't want to. If you want to donate an album, if there is maybe a label that likes my reviews, or maybe an independent artist that's unsigned that would like for me to review their album, they can shoot me a physical copy. If they can't do a physical copy, maybe a virtual copy. Uh, if not, then that's fine. Sooner or later, I'm probably gonna add it to my collection little by little. But the best thing you guys can do for this channel, or and the support, is just view, like, comment, subscribe, give your feedback on the comment section, and that's pretty much it. God bless you guys. Hopefully you're having a great day, and hope I'll see you in the next track.